Hello there! Thank you for clicking on this video. So, today is Halloween for me. I know I already made the Halloween video and I released it on Halloween, but today is the actual Halloween for me, which means end of the month, last day to rank up. And so, originally, I had planned to do like a aggressive mono red deck and try and see if I can rank up as quickly as possible, at least make diamond. Things didn't go well, and I got very tilted and the footage was not usable, and I decided, screw it, I'm just going to use a different deck. Even though I was using a mono red that had won tournaments, it just was not, I just kept going up against other mono red and it just felt like a die roll whether I was going to win or lose. So I went with this, another reanimation deck. I know I didn't have much luck with these, but this deck actually won a standard challenge, came in first place, and I'm like, okay, well, let's see what's different about this. And one of the difference, there's one copy of Terror of the Peaks, and it surprisingly comes into play where if you can get this into the graveyard and you get Bringer of the Last Gift, that's like instant game over, but it's only one card in the whole deck. So it's not something that you can rely on, but instead the rest of the deck, even though it has a lot of graveyard synergy, it doesn't necessarily 100% rely on it, and I think that's what makes this deck pretty good. You got one copy of Fate Weaver in here, which is kind of like your fifth copy of Kavero Mindbitten. You can use, I mean, it's a pretty good one drop in the sense that it has Reach and Death Touch, but for 2, you can sacrifice it and search your library for a Spider hero card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle, activate only as sorcery. Yeah, if you have 7 mana, you can play the Fate Weaver and sacrifice it right there and then, get your Kavero Mindbitten, and then play Kavero. For 2 drops, you got a Bitter Triumph, then you have Esper Origins. By now, most people know what this does. 2 copies of Town Greeter, another great way to fill up your graveyard while also making sure that you hit your land drops. 1 copy of Cura the Rising Tide, 2 Steam Core Scholars, 4 Awaken the Honored Dead. This is a very important card because it can destroy any target non-permanent. Note that if it's the only permanent on board, it will destroy itself. And of course, we have 4 Kavero Mindbitten, 4 Overlord of the Belmerk, another great way to fill up your graveyard. Usually, if you have a choice between Town Greeter and Overlord of the Belmerk on turn 2, you want to go with Town Greeter. I think before I've always been going with Overlord of the Belmerk, but really, you want to go with Town Greeter to make sure you fill up your graveyard, and then play Overlord of the Belmerk when there's something in the graveyard you actually want to get back. Then the 1 Terror of the Peaks, you have 2 Meringue River Regions, 4 Bringer of the Last Gifts, and 3 Arden the Usurper. Now for the sideboard, we've got 1 Soul Guide Lantern for Graveyard Hate, 2 Strategic Betrayals for more Graveyard Hate, 2 Heritage Reclamation for Artifact, Enchantment, and Graveyard Hate, 2 Harvest of Misery for hate against little creatures, 1 copy of Annul when you're up against any Artifact or Enchantment decks, 3 Duresses, 2 Malicious Eclipse. Then we have with our Cocoon Keeper, I think this is like Mr. Negative, the Spider-Man version, but it is a 7 mana 5/5 with Vigilance, Lifelink, and when it enters, you may exchange life totals with target opponent. If you lost life this way, draw that many cards. I think this card mostly is in here if you're up against mono red or some aggressive deck, maybe even Simic aggro, and you just need to gain life. I don't think you're going to be using this for card draw too much. And then 1 copy of Mulligan of Night's Reach. Anyways, that's the sideboard. And that's pretty much all I have for this deck. You're going to see that I'm a little bit tilted at the beginning of the video. I apologize about that. But just rough first couple of games with the first deck I was trying out. Anyways, without any further ado, let's just get to the games and see if we can reanimate ourselves back up the ladder on the last day of ranked ladder. Here we go. All right, I was trying to rank up. This is the last day of the month. I'm trying to rank up and ended up just going all the way down in rank. So I'm not in a very good mood. I'm trying out some decks. This is not the deck originally I started off with, but this deck won a tournament, so seeing what it can do, but again, I'm just not in a good mood right now. So I don't know if I will play well, but we'll see. Being able to go first is great. Everybody's playing mono red. Oh, this is probably Vivi. I guess we'll start off with Esper Origins. We'll draw land. No blue mana, though. Maybe I should have dug for blue mana. I don't know. I'll try to keep... so I'll play this first. Maybe we'll get blue mana. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Enters tapped. Let's see if they have Graveyard Hate. Usually, whenever I play Reanimator, the opponent just instantly has Graveyard Hate, like, when they need it, so... Whatever. Play Steam Core Scholar next turn, or maybe just go with Esper Origins. Okay. Weird. Jesus. Alright. Let's just do this. I mean, yeah, we could use some land, but I would like something other than land. Okay, opponent, do you have something to... Okay, alrighty then. Sweet. Get the Esper Origins again. I think we're doing Steam Core Scholar this time. And then Fate Weaver. I think we want a Fate Weaver. One, so we need 3 mana and plus 4, 4 plus 3. I guess we don't need to do it right then and there, but we want to play Fate Weaver the turn that we can sacrifice it. Save some power there. Jesus. All right, let's get some mana. All right. I don't know. Might be dead. Maybe not. I don't know. These opponents didn't get a lot, like... So we can Fate Weaver next turn. If we don't die. And if we don't die... If they remove creatures. Okay. So they are tapped out. No, we're dead because Fear of Missing Out has... Oh, okay. Yeah, we're dead. There's nothing we can do. That's great. Next turn. We would have had a next turn, but we're just dead. Strategic Betrayal. Here's Reclamation. I don't know. We'll go to 2 usurpers. Actually, I think Adrian is pretty important. But okay, yeah, I'll go down to 2 though. Terror of the Peaks. We need... I don't know, something like this. Go first. This is a much better hand. Start off with Town Greeter. Come on, blue mana. Yes, we did it. Now we have Awaken the Honored Dead as well on curve. Are they planning to torch the tower on my Town Greeter? They just don't do anything. In this case... Attack in? Do they have like a counter spell? If that's the case, they can just counter this. Yep. Spell Pierce. Why do they leave Spell Pierce in? Don't have any creatures there, so, but we can do Esper Origins next turn. Now they're going to torch Town Greeter. Nope. Name human for Cavero as well as the Usurper. Do I need Watergrave? I already got Breeding Pool in hand. Yeah, sure. I'll take it. So I want them to fill up their graveyard a little bit. Because right now, I don't have enough creatures in the graveyard. I really don't want them to play out Graveyard Hate either before I get to do my combo, but their plan might be to fill up their graveyard with creatures. I don't know. Okay, opponent's in the tank quite a bit. Okay. Well, in this case, I have 7 mana. I'm just gonna hardcast this as a creature. Jesus. Yeah, I'll get one of these guys in here. We strategic betrayal now? I don't think so. Huh. You know, attack in. Wow. Yeah, let's just get one of the town greeters. Town greeter. See if we can get some interesting creatures into the I guess reading pool. I don't think they have 1 mana way to stop things, but I guess it's Bringer. Yeah, Fear of Missing Out sounds good. Sure, but in Marsh. Decline, and I'm just gonna submit these two. Discard a card. Blooming Marsh. Alright, so let's see if they have a way to remove all of my creatures. No. Okay. Well, that was fun. Well, that went a lot better than I thought it would. Is there anything I can change for when I'm on the draw? I don't think so. Do I need Duress at all? I'll send it back. Alright. Opponent kept a hand of 7. I cannot, unfortunately. Yes, I'm keeping this. Yeah. Tap land, Building Marsh, Botanical Symptom, turn to Aspera Origins, maybe? Okay, make Prof's Edict. That's not bad. Do I want to hold up Heritage Reclamation? They don't have any hasty creatures, I don't think, other than maybe Tersa. Do I want to draw a Bitter Triumph? I might want to draw a Bitter Triumph. You're missing out. As a turn, hold up a Bitter Triumph. Vivi, okay. Alright, in this case, I think I get rid of it, or do we just kill the Vivi now? Alright. Impending. Let's get Kavero back. Pass the turn. We got Heritage Reclamation, and I can use Awakened Honor Dead next turn maybe to get rid of Prof's Edict. Okay. And then destroy target enchantment. Okay, Town Greeter. Pay 2 life. By Prof's Edict. And now opponent doesn't have anything on board. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of creatures. So I'm gonna just do Esper Origin next turn. Okay. I'll just block. Let's see. Human. 4 and 2. Alright, so what I can do is go for Agent and then go for the VV. Attack. Let's see, blue, blue, red, 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 blue. I only have one green. That's all right. All right, that's pretty good. Then end the turn. All right, they play a VV of their own. I'm just gonna block. Ooh, do they not have removal? Doesn't look like they do. Sure. Do I have anything I want to get back? Yes. Yes, I do. I'm just gonna get back. Oh, wait. I thought... Never mind. I screwed that up. But that's alright. Time Greeter. I thought I could get back spells, but you cannot. Another Awaken the Dead. Okay, and then we'll just finish the game. Wow, alright. I did a lot of complaining, bitching, but I actually got a victory, so I feel like an idiot. But yeah, so this deck apparently does well. I'm probably going to leave that last game in the video, even though I kind of tilted pretty hard near the beginning. But it's nothing compared to the the games I recorded before that when I was playing a different deck. So hopefully this goes to show that, well, I don't know what it goes to show. Anybody can get angry while playing the game, but you know, if you relax and try to have fun, you usually have a better time. Going first with not the most keepable hand, but we have Undercity Sewers turn 1. So I'm going to keep this. Maybe we can draw a turn 2 play. I'm going to dump land. Come on, a 2-drop. Come on, 2-drop. Spyglass Siren. There we go. Alright. Pay 2 life. Alright. We're going to play Awaken the Undead next turn. Opponent. Okay. Okay, now we know they're going to have Kaito. Nope, they need land. They kept the one lander? No, they... Oh, okay. Well. They have a Kaito in hand, so that kind of sucks because I was planning on removing their one creature, but... Do they have the mana and the Kaito? No. No, they do not. Kiora is kind of nice. Might just be a counter spell, or it could be Flip Pit's Drowner. All right. Let's see. Okay. Enter step. See if we draw something we can discard to get back. I don't know. That's precisely what we wanted. Okay, so mill 3 cards and then discard. Okay. And then Cavern Souls, I guess. This on human. Okay. Sure. All right. So against Demir, Arbiter Misery, couple duresses. Malicious Eclipse. I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah. Maybe something like this. We'll try it. On the draw might be a little bit more difficult. Demir. I think I could keep this. Turn to Overlord of the Baneworks. Don't have green mana, but hopefully we can draw into it. All right. Sure, we'll keep it. Might not be right, but oh, there goes malicious eclipse. As per Origins, it's the one card I couldn't play. Okay, weird. All right, Overlord of the Belmerks. I need green mana, but I'm going to take Town Greeter either way. Is this a human? It is a human, so I could play Human Cavern of Souls and play Town Greeter and Duress. That's awesome. Sir Beastbinder, okay. Oh, naturally draw it anyway. Yeah. Alright, let's see what they got. Alright. Alright. It's fine by me. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just play this. Fine. Water Grave and Souls. Force of Misery. I'm gonna play this tapped. All right. Not really getting what I want. Let's get Blooming Marsh and play that. I can't block anyway. It's a good game. I guess they didn't find a third land. Okay. Alright. Feel like I cheated a win out, but after all the games I lost before this, it only seems fair. On the draw, so... the best situation, but... I'll keep this. We can, I think we keep Cavern of Souls against Dimir. I think here we play Esper Origins. Keep the Town Greeter. Okay, yeah, so it's basically the same deck. Play Town's Greeter first. Like, you want to keep Overlord for when you want a certain I already have Chiron Souls. When you have a certain creature you want to get back from your graveyard. Sure. Make me a 2/2 from a 1/1. And Kaito? That seems like a bad idea. Unless they're going to tap my creature or something. Nope. I'm going to surveil 2.
Your secrets didn't stay hidden for long. Can't give in.
Play a tapped land. Play Scholar, get rid of Bringer of the Last Gift. Drawing a lot of lands. Okay.
I've got you beat 6 different ways.
Appreciate the Schism, okay. Bitter Triumph. See if I can fill up the graveyard at all. Play this tapped and Bitter Triumph the Kaito. Eastward Rouge. Sure.
Okay, now let's run away.
They have a Flip Hits Drowner. I'll block. I'll put it in the graveyard. Cecil. They might be holding up. Ooh. That's pretty good. I'm gonna name human. Two mana, right? I think they were holding up a counterspell. They do not have Tidebinder. That was really bad timing, because now it just comes back. I'll get back their Flip Hits. Oh. Yeah, I didn't even notice I got Terror of the Peaks in the graveyard, so that works out. I think kind of similar sideboard. I think I need that. Kind of go down on this. Pair of peaks. Kiora. Kind of want. Do I want 3 Duresses? 2 Arden? Something like that. They're going to come in with a lot of graveyard hate, so don't need a whole lot of graveyard synergy per se. I'll keep this. Tapped. And Town Greeter. Into Awaken the Honored Dead. Do they have a Duress? Wow. That sucks. Okay. Probably counterspell. Yep. Negate. Why negate? Go with Town's Greeter. Okay. I have not drawn anything good yet. Of course, Harvester Misery. Spirit. All right, let's name Spirit. And just hardcast this thing. I assume they have removal. No? Yeah, I'll block. I might just counter this. No? Okay. I don't know what that was about. Um, they had a whole handful of spells, and I don't know. And there you have it. The deck performed really well. I went 3-0. Yeah, pretty sure I went 3-0, which is pretty good, seeing as whenever I play Reanimator, I just had the worst luck. The other times I played Reanimator, I always went up against opponents that instantly had Graveyard Hate, and I just could not get the deck to work. But today, it worked, went up against a few competitive decks, and I actually got wins in. As for Graveyard Hate, if I had gone up against anybody that played Rest in Peace, Awaken to Undead is a great way to remove it. So this is, I think, the MVP of this deck. With that being said, it didn't really come up that often during my games. As for changes or anything like that, I don't think I would change anything in this deck right now. It really depends on what type of decks you're going up against. So you might want to adjust the sideboard to, you know, better deal with whatever problems you're coming up with. But for the most part, I think this is going the right direction, where maybe game one you have the combo with Cavero and Bringer of the Last Gift, but then also Arden. Arden is a huge part of the combo. And then later, for games 2 and 3, you go down on the combo and play a little bit more of a fair game where you don't rely on your graveyard too much, because most likely your opponent's going to bring in Graveyard Hate anyway. Also, if your opponent's smart, they would fill up their graveyard with creatures as well, so that when you play Bringer of the Last Gift, their creatures will come in. So it might actually be better not to bring Bringer of the Last Gift into the later games. But again, depends on your matchup. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say about the deck. Did really well. Bravo to the person who built this deck, which I probably should have taken down the name, but I did not. Anyways, if you stuck around this long, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video. So until then, have fun playing Magic and take care. Bye.